Hi, I'm Ankna, and this is a video response for Crafty Cakes 7, and she's having a birthday giveaway challenge. And the rules of the giveaway are you need to be a subby and make any project that is tea inspired, and you need to do a video response and link it to the original video, and I'll put the link of the original video in the description box. And you need to she said that you need to use whatever you have, and I am a new subby to her, and I just went to TJ Maxx and I was shopping for my new home, and I got a teapot, and that was a coincidence. And then I came to know about the Crafty Cakes challenge, so I thought let me take part in the challenge, as I already got a teapot inspired frame for my house. So this was totally personal frame, and I would like to wish Gloria a very happy birthday. And moving on to my project. So this is the frame that I got from TJ Maxx, and it was completely white, and I'm just gonna bring it down so that I can highlight the details. Okay, so first of all, I would like to say that I used a phrase saying never trust a skinny cook, and no offense to the skinny cooks, but it was just to add a little fun character, and as I am not at all skinny, so this is just to make me feel better, just to make me feel happy about it. So I just used it as a fun part, so I don't want to offend anyone. So starting with the top right here, over here is the button. It was a pure white button, and I just glimmer misted it with Tattered Angels and Perfect Pearls glimmer mist in pink and vintage pink, and heat set it. And then again I used the Perfect Pearls, and then while it was wet I used some embossing powder in pearl white from Recollections, and then again I heat set it, and I did this process about 3 to 4 times to get this color and texture. And then there is a pearl, flat back pearl right in the center, and around the button goes pearl trims, and I made 2 rows of the pearl trim. And the frame basically was a pure white in color. I'm sorry, my son just scribbled something at the back with his colors, and as you can see it was completely white in color. And I first painted it with antique white paint, and then I used some texture paint, and I created that texture paint using some sand in the antique white paint. And this recipe was from Faith Chick 777 Linda, and it was this was the first time I used this recipe, and I just loved the way it came out. It gave the real gorgeous effect, and so that's how I textured the whole frame, even at the corners, like so. And then I sprayed some glimmer mist that is from Perfect Pearls, pink and blue, and you can see the glimmer mist signs right here, and then some pink right here, a little bit of blue here. I'm sorry for the reflections of the light. Some blue right here, and it was a very light pink and blue, so just just to give it a little bit more shine. And then I used some stamps. It was a filigree stamp, and I just inked it in brown from Rangers Distress ink. It was in walnut stain, and then I just inked it and just printed some filigree kind of a stuff. You can see right here, like so. It's a beautiful stamp, and then because of the texture it gave a very abrupt kind of look, but I just love the way it highlighted some of the portions, and I just dabbed it all around the handle and the top of the frame. And then on top here I used some pearls, I used some trims, and it was this gorgeous white trim right here at the bottom, which is peeking from here. And then this was a cream color trim, and I inked it with Perfect Pearls. I just sprayed some Perfect Pearl pink mist on it, and then just let it dry, and it is a beautiful frill kind of lace. And then this is another cream lace, and I just pleated it and stuck it over here, and on top right here is a braided lace with some pearls. So there are like 1, 2, 3, 4 stack of laces. And then over here I use some pearl trim to just frame around and just highlight the frame, like so. The pearl trim goes all around, and at the bottom as well I use some trims, and then that pearl and braided lace. And then coming to the corner here, I used a flower, and I punched this flower in 2 colors, and then I just stacked one on top of the other, and there's a pearl in the center. And this is again the pearl trim, and I just added a little bling in pink color. And then coming to the flowers, these were the flowers I got from Walmart, and they were on clearance, and all of them were like 97 cents. So this orange one, the yellow one here, and there is a white one on top tucked down here. So these were from Walmart, and this wall clock piece was from Michaels in the $2 bin, and I just applied some gesso on top of it. I applied gesso on all the flowers as well. So these are some paper flowers in violet color, and this was a white rose, and I sprayed it with Tattered Angels spray mist, and then applied some gesso. And there is a bow of tulle. I just inked the tulle in pink color from Perfect Pearls, and then just made a bow out of it, and it gave a really shabby chic light baby pink color. And I used this flower as the center of the bow, and there are some sprays here which are also from Michaels, and they were on the clearance, and some blings peeking from here, and then these flowers right here, and I just twisted the ends of the wire. And these are again my hand punched flowers on top, and there is a cameo right here, and this cameo I made from polymer clay, and it was I had a cameo button, and then I just used some polymer clay and I traced it out, and then I sprayed it with Tattooed Angels and applied some gesso. And so this is pretty much it from this side. Okay, I have a little bit tiny bit of doily peeking from here. I just inked it in blue and placed it under the flowers and the watch. And then on the handle I have some flowers again here, and these are from Michaels, and these are the paper flowers. It was white and it has some light green stamens in the center, and this flower is again I inked it in Tattooed Angels, and these are my hand punched flowers, and this is again a purple violet flower. It's taking it like a blue, but it is a purple flower, and there are some sprays peeking out, and there's a pearl here and some sprays here, and then I curled some wire under the flower, and then I used some pearl trim to create a dangle sort of effect between the flowers. And on the handle was looking quite plain and I didn't like it much, so I decided to print something on it. And so I used the paper collection, the one which I used in the background, and it is a rosewood collection, and they have some really gorgeous colors and prints, really shabby chic. So I just used the same paper and in the background, and I texture painted, I stenciled some words here, and it says good times together. And then I while the texture paint was wet, I used some what do you say that, I'm sorry, I forgot. I used some embossing powder while it was wet, and applied some on top and then heat set it. And while the embossing powder was still hot, I reapplied another layer, and I did this process about 2 to 3 times to get the texture and the shine. Like so. And then I just hand tore the paper and distressed the edges in a walnut stain from Rangers. And then coming to the center, as I already mentioned, this is a paper from Rosewood collection, and this is the phrase or sentiment that I printed from the internet, and I photo printed it, and then just roughly tore it with my hand, and then inked it with walnut stain. It was like a complete banner sort of a thing, and I just hand tore it and made separate words, and then I adjusted it in the frame. And this is the chef's hat. So this is it, and again this is gonna be my entry for the challenge, and I hope you like it. And again, no offense to any one who's skinny and cooks well, because my mom and my sister-in-law are pretty skinny and they are damn good cook. This was just to add a little bit of fun kind of character in the house, so I just wrote this and moreover to please myself, because I am not at all skinny. So I hope you like it, and don't forget to click the like button and write a comment, and any suggestions are welcomed. And thank you so much for watching.